I don't have a excuse me. I don't have a copy of Home Designer Pro 2016. I have 2019, but I've got it open in X7, which was the big brother of Home Designer Pro 2016, and I don't see anything wrong. Uh, I started in this room. Let's take a look around. I mean, Home Designer Pro 2016 and X7 are pretty much the same application. Of course, X7 has more tools, but the tools are not any different from the tools that exist in Pro 2016. I don't see anything gray, and my rig is not anywhere near as new and as wow as yours. I've got an old 5-year-old video card, and everything on my computer is about 5 years old. I'm going to be upgrading it soon, but it's not upgraded right now. Okay, let's look around inside a little bit. I'm doing a video of this not so much to help you as to just show you that I don't get the results that you're describing. And it's the same file. Thanks for uploading it and so forth. I'm no longer getting material error messages like I did the first time I downloaded it. That looks perfectly fine to me. You can adjust material somewhat with this little tricolor tool. And oh yeah, you can, this, like wood textures are sometimes helped by, you can take this texture location here. I'm going to copy it. And then I'm going to go over to properties, and where it says use a bump map, and then copy paste, use the texture file itself as a bump map, and then it'll give it a little more definition in render views. But there's no grayness. You can see that. See it now? It's the grain of the wood now stands out a little bit more. Let's do the same thing. I would do these with most of the textures, not all of them, but you can experiment with that and find out what's what. And again, copy where the texture file location, and then over to properties, check use bump map, and of course, well, you don't have ray tracing, but nevertheless, in regular standard render views, this will also help. It just makes the grain stand out a little bit more. Like I wouldn't on this material here, I wouldn't bother. This material can probably be helped a little bit. Again, you just copy the material location, go to properties. Of course, you may not have this in Pro. I don't have Pro 2016. Maybe this doesn't exist in Pro 2016, but I think it does. Now, another thing that you can do to help is make televisions look a little more TV-like. Let's take a look at your TV. Oh, there it is. Okay, I'm going to open the dialog box of the TV. I'm not going to open symbol. That doesn't exist in Home Designer Pro, but I'm going to open object, go over to the materials tab, go to the screen, select material. I usually like to use a photograph, so I'm going to go over here to library materials, core materials, artwork, photos. Scenery is what I usually use. You can use whatever it indicates to you. But I'm going to take this scene here. It's a pretty scene. And it looks more like TV. Now I'm going to take this material and make it more TV-like by clicking on it with the tricolor tool, adjust materials definition tool. I'm going to go over to properties, and I'm not going to use a bump map, but I'm going to see here, emissive means emitting light. I'm going to just bump up the emissivity of that material so that I'm going to make it a little bit more. So now it's actually a source of light, apparently. You know, when you look at a television, it looks more like that. Let's bump it up some more. I'm going to click on it again. We'll make it 100%. In later versions, you can get greater effects for this, but I think that increases the reality of that. It might look like a television than it did before. Anyway, I thought I'd throw that in. Let's take a look at the floor. And I'm not sure if that would be helped by bump mapping it or not. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Okay. And you might play around with the specular roughness. I wouldn't make the floor emissive. That would look kind of weird. Nor would I mess with the transparency. But you could play with these three and perhaps get a better effect from this material, if you know. And I don't have any tips and tricks on that other than I recommend that you change these around and then view the results, and then you'll get a feel for what they do. And there's also, you can now reflective carpet wouldn't really fit, but some flooring you might want to make it slightly reflective. So there's all kinds of effects. You can change the material class, and then there's sliders here, adjustments you can make to make your renders a little bit more realistic looking. Okay, so as you can see, Cheap Architect Premiere has tools that Pro doesn't have, and of course that's true because it costs more money. But I'm not going to do a ray trace right now, but ray traces take 10 or 15 to 30 minutes or more to do, so that doesn't fit in the video. But you have Pro, and you can get very nice, stunning results from Pro if you adjust lighting and material definition. Then you can maximize the photorealism of the render. Okay, well, thanks for watching. I hope this helps you some, and good day.